Egusi soup, one of our most loved dishes in Africa, right? But is it blood sugar friendly? Egusi, made from melon seed or pumpkin seeds, is high in fat, yes. But these are mostly unsaturated fats, which are actually good for your heart health. They are heart friendly. It is also rich in protein, fiber, magnesium, and plant compounds that can support good health. The question is, does egusi cause blood sugar spikes, especially when eaten alone versus when combined with carbohydrates like rice or fufu? I wore a Libre 2 Plus sensor to track my blood sugar readings. For this experiment, I had egusi soup on its own with no fufu, no rice, nothing to accompany it, to see how that affects my blood sugar. The results actually shocked me. There's been a lot of confusion online about egusi soup. Some people say it is too fatty, while others say it spikes blood sugar. Other people say don't eat it at all if you've got diabetes. But let's get real for a moment. Hi everyone, my name is Bella and welcome to BellaZenHealth. This channel is here to support and educate people living with type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, or people who are on their weight loss journey, to understand how food really affects our body. My aim is to break down things in very simple and practical ways, easy for you to understand, so that you can take back control of your health naturally. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button to be kept in the know for when I post my next video. And drop a comment with the next meal you would like us to test and break down together. For this experiment, I had egusi soup on its own with no fufu, no rice, nothing to accompany it, not even a portion of meat or fish, to see how that affects my blood sugar. I used my Libre 2 Plus sensor to track my blood sugar readings before I ate the soup up to 2 hours after eating the meal. What I did next was to take screenshots of each time I checked my blood sugar to demonstrate and show you what it looks like and how it affected my blood sugar levels. On day 1, I had egusi soup on its own. I took 2.5 serving spoonfuls of egusi soup. Before I ate the soup, my blood sugar was 3.9 millimoles per liter. I'm so excited to do this, you cannot believe it. So let's move straight into it. In here, you already know there is egusi, green leafy vegetables, which is kale and okra. So I'm going to be eating this. The time is 17:28 p.m. Before I ate a few minutes ago, my blood sugar was 3.9 millimoles per liter. So nice. I'll finish this off camera. So I've just finished eating and the time is 17:33 p.m. and in the next 15 minutes I'll be checking my blood sugar. 15 minutes after I ate the egusi soup, my blood sugar read 4.0 millimoles per liter. At 30 minutes after, my blood sugar read 4.6 millimoles per liter. At the 1 hour mark, my blood sugar read 4.2 millimoles per liter. And at exactly 2 hours, my blood sugar read 4.4 millimoles per liter. As you can see on the graph here, there was no dramatic spike on my blood sugar level from the time I ate up until 2 hours after I had eaten my egusi soup. What this suggests is that egusi has a low glycemic index and a low glycemic impact, likely because it is mostly made of fat, protein, and fiber, all of which slow down blood sugar absorption.
A few moments later,
I had egusi soup on my white basmati rice. I had 2 serving spoonfuls of white basmati rice and 2.5 serving spoonful of egusi soup on my white basmati rice, and 1 piece of beef. Before eating my white basmati rice and egusi soup, my blood sugar was 4.5 millimoles per liter. At 15 minutes mark, you could see that my blood sugar had shoot up to 6.1 millimoles per liter. At 1 hour mark, you could see that my blood sugar had dipped down to 3.7 millimoles per liters. So here we do see a sharper rise, especially between the 15 minutes and 30-minute mark after I had eaten the meal. And then you could see that my blood sugar dropped down to 3.7 millimoles per liter 1 hour after eating the meal, which may suggest a bit of sugar crash that is common with high carbohydrate meals. And this is because white basmati rice is high in carbohydrates and has a high glycemic index and a high glycemic impact on blood sugar levels, which results in quicker spikes and dips. Carbohydrates, especially simple carbohydrates such as white rice, white bread, can cause rapid blood sugar spikes. Protein and healthy fats help to slow down digestion and help to reduce a surge in glucose levels. Fiber helps to slow down the absorption of carbohydrates and sugars, which is excellent for blood sugar control. As you can see from the demonstration of my blood sugar levels in response to when I ate egusi soup alone, egusi soup on its own did not spike my blood sugar levels, but when I paired it with white rice, there was a significant rise in my blood sugar levels. Egusi is made up of majorly fat and protein with very little carbohydrates, and its glycemic index is low. It can absolutely fit into a diabetic friendly meal. And so for people who have type 2 diabetes, just because you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes does not mean that you have to cut out all your favorite foods. All you need is to understand the different food groups and how to balance your plate. The portion size of the egusi you would use in your food matters a lot. Very little oil, lots of vegetables with lean protein, as well as pairing it with the right foods. Comment below what's the next African meal you want us to test and discuss about. Let us learn together. I have included my simple egusi soup recipe in the description below. If you want it, click the link in the description and download the recipe for free. More meal experiments are coming up very soon. And if you don't mind, please, can you help me share this video? It helps me to reach more people and it keeps me motivated to do more of this test. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to BellaZenHealth on YouTube.